So I just wanted to see if we could share with everybody. Like I said, everybody thinks about marketing and how complicated it can be and all these different systems, processes. Even inside of HiveMind, you can kind of get lost inside of the CRM, all the different marketing strategies that we cover on the Saturday calls. So I just wanted everybody to know, like, kind of what you're doing. Can you tell us a little bit about your background for 2 seconds, and then just let us know what you've seen and what you've been doing and how you've been, having success so early on.
Yes. Well, I work in collections. I'm a collections agent for GM Financial, and I found Anthony on YouTube because I was trying to get out of that field, and I actually saw about wholesaling on TikTok. So I didn't really think it was real, but then I found Anthony and I see his success doing it. So I just messaged him and he kind of became my mentor. And he took me driving for dollars and showed me what to look out for, and which that was really nice. Thank you. But also, it's also kind of a lot of time and, gas. And it's hard to like be on my phone, look at land and save the location to look it up for later if you're by yourself. So then he told me about Land Glide, and that's just an app that shows you a bunch of parcels. And it was it's a 7-day free trial, and then after that it's $10 a month. And I was like, I could do that because I don't have I have no budget for marketing, so this is the best I have. And so I was just working with it. And so what I just do, it's easier for land. I'm not sure about houses, but you can just see empty lots on there, and it'll show you if there's a shack or anything from the top view. So I just go to big parcels, and if they have a bunch of trees and shrubs on it, those are the ones I really call. And then what I do is you just go to that parcel, and when you push up, it gives you who owns it. It gives you the county link as well. So I just take down that information, but I always skip trace the mailing address, because usually bigger parcels don't have a specific address to them. So I just skip trace the mailing address, and it usually gives me the names. And I know yesterday somebody had asked about LLCs and how to skip trace those. I do the same exact thing. I just use the mailing address, and I go to truepeoplesearch.com and I skip trace the mailing address. And I just use the first names that come up for LLCs, at least, since they don't have a name. And I've been calling that, and it's been the owner or the spouse of the owner. So it's been working out still for LLCs as well. And then that's it. That's all I do. That's how I found the 107 acres. The owner was just nice, and that's all I do.
I like how you make it so simple. That's it. That's all I did.
Easy.
I locked up $1 million deal. That's all I did. It was so easy. That's kind of what I wanted to bring you on for, was just to let everybody know that, yeah, marketing doesn't have to be super complicated, and everybody talks about scaling and doing all this crazy stuff, but that's like so secondary. That's like maybe after your first year, when you're ready to really hit the ground running, you understand contracts, you know how to not get yourself sued, right? You know how to find private funding, that kind of stuff. So if you're just starting out and you want to keep it super, super simple, yeah, we just wanted to bring Elizabeth on and just, have her share. So I'm just going to kind of open it up for questions real quick to see if anybody has anything they wanted to dig a little bit deeper into for Elizabeth.
Everything was pretty straightforward. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please go ahead. I'll wait.
No, I was just going to say everything seemed pretty straightforward for your explanation. But can you tell us more about the 107 acre deal? How that's structured?
How I found it, or?
Yeah, I could talk about deal structure. If you had something specific to the marketing, yeah, then that would be Elizabeth.
I think how you found it, how you structured it, the financing on that, what are the terms, and what are your plans to find the buyer?
Okay, so she found it on Land Glide, and she skip traced it just the way that she covered now. She said, hey, this guy wants to talk to us. He's willing to negotiate some kind of terms. So he was looking for 30% down. We offered 20% down. And I think finally now we're settling on 25%. We offered him $2,500 a month. 8% interest, and he's giving us 2 years to pay it off. So what we're going to do to get it moved is we're either going to wholesale as is, probably mark it up about maybe 400,000, or we're going to, cut it up maybe into 2 or 3 different parcels, 4 parcels, as many as 8 or 9. I'm talking with my civil engineer right now, and then we might
gave 20% down payment, right? So
yes.
I kind of like didn't understand after when you said 2,500 per month, and then you it will take you 2 years to pay off what is the whole amount?
$1,079,400.
$1,079,400.
Yep. We set it. Yep, and we set it up on a 2-year balloon.
2-year balloon. After 2 years, you have to pay off everything, right?
Yep, and it's not going to take us 2 years. We'll get it done way quicker than that. I bet we can get it done in like 6 to 9 months max, depending on how much cut. If we have to do a bunch of stuff with the engineers and the city requires us to do a bunch of stuff for the replanting process, that might delay it. But as far as like raising the capital, yeah, we'll be done quickly. Yeah, I'd rather get that seller paid off in full, and then we can worry about our profit on the back end if we had to. So yeah, I'm just looking at doing that now. I'm actually just running ads on Facebook Marketplace, and I have it boosted at $10 a day. And it says 10-acre tracts, 20-acre tracts, 100-acre tract, just see whatever somebody gets attracted to.
Wow. And the 20% down payment, did she pull it up from her own pocket, or did she use hard money lender, or?
Nope, I've never taken out a loan to do any of my real estate transactions. Nobody has ever run my credit. I always find a third-party buyer, and I don't sell to investors. We sell to retail buyers. And for the most part, they've come from Facebook Marketplace. Yep, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for somebody to put down that deposit. The new buyer is going to put down that deposit. We're not going to put the money up.
Hey, Elizabeth, where did you know, or how did you know where to look for that deal?
Anthony. He just told me where the hot locations are, and I mean, I'm in South Texas, so I live over here, and that apparently it's a good area right now. So I just been looking on all these areas near me. I live in Lacoste, so I've been looking Castroville, Divine, Hondo area, Lytle. So I just go there in that area. It's where I live anyway, so I pass by these locations multiple times.
Hey guys, it's Louis here. Hey Anthony, I had a question for you real quick.
Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
Are you using any kind of software for heat seeking, like buyers, land, anything like that right now?
No, I haven't, man. I haven't even looked into that. So that's why when I met you, I was pretty excited. I wanted to see what you were doing on your end for dispo. But yeah, man, so far, I think 9 out of 10 of my buyers have come from just boosted ads on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, we'll talk. I got some things in the works right now. So we still have to talk between you, me, and Daniel. I'm actually driving right now back home. We're going to stop in Nashville tonight, and then after that, I'll be home. So I'm going to be way more available once I get back, because I got a lot of stuff to work on. So Daniel's been helping me out a lot, which I appreciate. Daniel, I know he's on here, and everyone else here that's been dropping knowledge. So I appreciate everyone's help. And if you guys need anything from me, just shoot me a message, and I'll answer back.
Yeah, for sure, man. If you want to help us dispo this one, then we'll cut you in. So just let me know, whatever the strategy is.
All right. Yeah, that's not a problem. We can take a look at it. I mean, obviously, we just throw it out to our people and see what happens, right? Because the land takes a little bit to move, especially if you want to move with cash, or if you want some development, they have to do their homework too. So yeah, no problem. Just send me that information if you have it unlocked already, and then we'll get working on it.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. I wanted to keep this one short and sweet because we have the team Zoom on Clubhouse coming up in about 30 minutes here. That one's every Saturday at noon Central Time. It's just a mastermind for the Hive and guests. And then also Aaron has one this evening at 7 p.m. Central Time for he's generating leads nationwide. He wants a JV with other Hive members to help close deals in different markets. And then I know John Alexander has one at 9, so it's going to be a long day of phone calls. So if anybody has any quick questions for Elizabeth about the marketing side, please ask them now. And if not, we're going to end this call.
I have a quick one for you guys. This is Aaron speaking. How did you position yourself to be able to have enough time to go ahead and market this property on Facebook so that you could find a buyer with the deposit?
What I do is I always give myself a generous closing time period. So like right now I have a property we're about to lock up for 3 years to close. We're just responsible for the yearly taxes, which is, just over $6,000. But it really depends on the property. So a lot of these sellers know that these larger parcels are going to take a lot more work and they're a lot more trouble. So we give ourselves a very generous runway, usually between about 60 to 90 days to close. On this one right here, I'm giving, actually his attorney granted us a 60-day option period. And then I told him I need 90 days to close. So we have about 5 months to come up with a down payment for this, which, I could probably come up with it in a couple of weeks. But yeah, that's all I do is I just try to, when I talk to these sellers, that's why I ask everybody to let me help negotiate their deals, because I just kind of have a way of poking around and pushing the buttons inside of their brain and just making them be able to see that it's going to take us a longer time, for different reasons to be able to work with these properties. It's not as easy as a city infill lot or a house where you can do all your due diligence in an afternoon. So like right now we're working with the civil engineer. I went to Saws to go pull a bunch of paperwork to see where all the water lines are running, see if they're going to accept wells out there. So there's a good amount of homework that I need to do before I commit to it. And everybody understands that if you're going to give them over $1 million, you're going to need some time with the property.
Awesome. Thanks for that explanation.
You're super welcome. Yeah, just if anybody, once you have a seller on the phone for a large parcel, they're willing to negotiate. They know we're investors, and they say, yeah, that's fine. I know. I tell every single seller, I say, we're investors. All we do is look for properties where there's a little bit of room for us. That sentence will make you a lot of money. I'm an investor. I look for properties where there's just a little bit of room for me. Do you feel like there's any room for me on this property? Yes or no? And once they say yes, say, okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of research. I'll call you back, and then just get me on the phone.
Cool. So I have another one. So Anthony, for some of us that are doing virtual, right? And we're not able to necessarily be there on the floor, boots on the ground, driving for dollars. With the app Deal Machine, you could go and do things virtually. They have this virtual map that you could just basically go down, and you don't have to be in your car physically. But that takes time. So for someone like me who's short on time and I want to market virtually for land, what are some tips that you could give us to target these land deals?
Landglide. You just what John Alexander taught was you just look at Google Maps. You can use Google Maps satellite view to see where there might be tracts of land, and then you use Landglide to mark that parcel, get the owner's information. Some cities it even gives you like what the land is worth or what it appraised for. That's what I'm about to do.
Yep. So I think you're 100% right, Bhaskar. I think Landglide is way better than Google Maps because it shows you the shape of the parcel. You swipe up and it gives you all the owner's information, the size of the parcel. It gives you so much information on there instantly. Then you can click and go directly to the county link. But I think Aaron's question had a little bit of, if you're super busy and you don't have time to just sit there and scroll on your phone. Traditionally in real estate and marketing for real estate investors, everybody wants you to hire a VA. But with the Hive Mind, our system is designed for you to rely on your partners to help you get stuff done. So you bring on a new partner. Some of these people are brand new. They're just eager to learn. So instead of them paying you and us guruing the new people, we could say, look, I can show you how to find some parcels and do that exactly like Elizabeth did. She came on board. I leveraged her time and she leveraged my expertise and negotiation skills. And now we're sitting in front of a big deal, and she has a ton more in the pipeline too. So I would say, maybe a VA, but I encourage everybody to stay away from that. Use the Hive Mind the way that we designed the model, partner up with new people, teach them the game, teach them your expertise, and we'll all make a lot of money together.
Yeah, I really agree with that. I mean, everyone is going out and getting VAs and stuff like that, and I think that the real power here lies in the Hive. So we should utilize each other and help each other grow. That's a key, because when we're helping one person out and they're successful, I mean, automatically we're going to be successful. So we can stick with that model. I think we're going to be disrupting the market for sure.
There's going to be hundreds of thousands of us. And the only way for us to get to that level is for everybody to be able to leverage each other's time and resources. And that's the whole name of the game in the Hive. We're out here to help each other.
Yeah.
And we're all going to grow together.
Sounds like a good plan, man.
All right. Well, Elizabeth, thank you. And thank you everybody for being on here. We're going to end this one. We will be live here in about 23 minutes. We do have a huge announcement to make right now on the Clubhouse. So if you want to join us there, it's a 2-hour call. It's every Saturday, noon Central Time. But we have a huge announcement today. So we hope to see you there. And thank you for hanging out with us. We super appreciate you.